mind. Open my eyes and take me home. I know you're out there. I am looking for you, and I am ready to comprehend. I wonder if there is a place where I can be happy. I'm tired and weary of fighting. I want peace out here. Come back for me. Come back to me and take me home. Open my mind, show me the way, and take me home.
Happy Friday evening and welcome to the Venue Live. My name is Roger Ramirez and this is Houston's first online live performance venue brought to you from R&R Studio. We are here in the studio with my good friends from the Heights Funk Collective. I actually practiced that. Long name. Thank you for joining us, guys.
That's what friends do.
That's what friends do. Dicks. By the way, guys, so let's start off. Tell us your names and what you do in the band.
My name's Noe. I play drums.
I'm Josh, and I play sax.
I'm Bill, and I'm the bass man.
Which you're pretty badass.
My name's Yaniv, and I play keys.
He's pretty badass too.
Hey, I'm Roy, and I play guitar.
Awesome. So, tell us, Noe, a little bit about the band. How do you know these guys? How long have you been around? What brought y'all together?
The Heights Funk Collective has been around for a while. I've been with the band about 4 years. It existed about 4 years previous. As far as how we got together, I was at one point the new guy, and as we progressed and played more gigs, musicians came and went, and now I'm like the old schooler of the crew. I wear that hat happily, and just over time, we brought in the first person that I called after I joined to come into the fold was Josh on saxophone, and then it just kind of progressed. And as it progressed, the dynamic of the band started to change. We brought in musicians of lots of different styles and backgrounds, and so it's kind of all fueled into the fusion side of the funk. So I said I wish there was enough characters to make the Heights Funk Fusion Collective, but it doesn't roll off the tongue quite as easily.
Shit, I'm having trouble with just how it is. And even I practiced it.
Right.
So you're not a founder? Who's been in the band the longest?
So the founder, his name's Nathan.
Uh-huh.
He was the original bass player that Bill took his position when he exited and kind of passed the baton on to
cool.
me.
It's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah, awesome guy. We're still friends. What's up, Nathan?
What's up, Nathan?
But yeah, so not a founding member, but that's kind of plays into the collective. Yeah, the collective nature of the band.
That's awesome, dude.
Plenty of fantastic musicians. I mean, stellar musicians have kind of come through the lineup over the years. It's been really, really awesome to see.
That's pretty dope, man. Because I've always, the short period of time that I've known you, I always thought you were like the originator. But that's cool to know that it just kind of keeps on going, and it's like second generation. It's like second generation, That's pretty cool, man. So I know y'all do a few covers here and there, but at what point? I know you play original music as well. At what point did y'all decide, like, man, let's write some original tunes? Were they already written before you joined the band, or?
So some of the material was written, and I contributed to a lot of the writing. As we've played them, and we've played, I don't know, maybe like hundreds of shows. It feels like the live aspect of the songs is incredibly unique from night to night, and that is directly attributed to the musicians on stage at any given night. And so from show to show, the improvisation's an enormous aspect, characteristic of our live show. And so as the songs have been played and certain happy accidents happen live, we stick with some of them stick, and so the songs have morphed. The original songs, some of the covers we do have morphed, and so we kind of consider them like a hybrid cover / original song, because enough of it is there that has our thumbprint to where it feels like our own. But yeah, the original writing continues, and that's definitely where I think a lot of the energy moving forward. It's always on original music.
So on a deep personal note with you.
Oh man.
So the first time that I watched you play, which it was about 3 weeks ago, whenever I stalked you.
We've been friends for a long time, by the way. Years, man. I've been begging this guy years to come to our show. 3 weeks ago, man. What's up?
At Einstein's, right? Was it at Einstein's?
Darwin's.
Darwin's.
Yeah.
And I was listening to you play the drums, and before I knew this whole other connection that we have, which I'm going to talk about, I noticed that you played a lot like Carter Buford, and that you take a lot of his, like the way he builds up songs, and it's really badass, man. Like, I really appreciate that, because you're not the type of drummer that is just gonna play the same beat. You as it progresses, the intensity gets more intense, and you just get more intense, and I really like that, man. And for all those Dave Matthews viewers out there, this guy was in Mexico the second year and got married the third year in Mexico.
Yeah, shout out to my wife. She's watching. So here in the studio, amazing studio, beautiful studio. The connection was made that we attended the same concert, international concert in Mexico, Dave Matthews concert.
And you were there too, right?
Strange.
You were there too.
Yeah, it's like that's just quite the.
You were there, buddy.
In spirit.
You were there from all these years of knowing you.
That's an amazing compliment about Carter's playing.
I see you.
I paid him to say that. No, I appreciate that. But fusion, really, I mean, you're talking about fusion musicians.
Yeah.
Like, I think to truly hang with some of the, in my opinion, upper echelon musicians that I've ever seen, really, it takes like kind of stepping up to the plate and giving each musician the opportunity to really kind of exploit their talents, and so I think it does take it's my job to kind of serve it up, kind of serve it up, cue it up, and then they,
You do an excellent job at it, man.
Well, thank you. Yeah,
And
if they sound good,
it's because of you.
It's all thanks to me. It's all thanks to me. But hey, that's just how it rolls. No,
but man, like you're badass, bro. But no, individually, there is no but. Individually, all of your band members or all the members in the band are just fucking sick, man. Like this guy with his bass lines, man, just
Killer.
like fucking killer bass lines, funky, fucking melodic, fucking. Just, I mean, I'm not saying most, but a lot of bass players just stick to a few things. I see you, bro, and I hear you, and I mean, you're with your saxophone playing, man. You get on those low notes that really fucking drones it out at times. Not drowns it out, drones it out, and it just creates that really beautiful texture. And the one time that I saw y'all play, there was no keyboard player, but just from the sound check that we had earlier, man, this guy rocks it, man. Fucking gets all funky up there. And not to say you on the guitar, man. Fucking awesome, dude. I know you're gonna fucking wreck it. And the solos that you were playing while I was testing the sound, it was awesome.
So part of this collaboration with the musicians, as it turns out, after we started jamming together, getting to know each other, Roy, who has been part of the crew for a few years now, I'd say the flavor is similar, like the background, the seed of influence there, similar to myself, is with metal. Metal heavy metal,
Yeah.
like real stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And-
Well, that
man.
leads us to our question: influences, man. I mean, you know,
well,
I mean, that's-
I'm gonna pat. We'll start in the back
Yeah,
with Yaniv, because
So tell us about y'all's influences and how awesome you are.
So I know everyone in the band. What's really cool is that everyone kind of brings their own influences to the table and has their own kind of spin on how they play music. Of course, what kind of binds us together is playing funk music. You know, playing something that you can kind of groove to and dance to. But at the same time, you know, like I really like keyboard players like Herbie Hancock, of course, like all, you know, greats like Jeff Trementi that played with the Grateful Dead for a while. Just lots of organ players, lots of kind of funky keyboard players. That's where I'm coming from. I really like bands like Let Us, New Master Sounds. Those are some of my favorite bands. So I guess
Well, you add a lot of texture to the music.
Thanks.
And it just fits like right in the perfect spot. It's not annoying, and it's not like deep. It's right in the center, man. Just right where it needs to be. And I was noticing a lot of your playing just from soundcheck, man. It's
Yeah,
cool.
that's the thing with keys. It's like you try to kind of give more like atmosphere, right? You give some harmonic content.
Absolutely.
You're not obviously not like shredding solos. Like you know, it's obviously not as like crazy as like a lead guitar can play. But definitely kind of fitting in there and just bringing kind of a mood is what I try to do.
And you know how I know
whatever we're playing.
what you know how I know that what you know you're doing. Right? You know how I know that you know what you're doing. Whatever. Yeah.
Wait, do I know that you know what you're doing?
It's because you very politely asked for a stereo input. Yeah, and that's cool, man. That you were like, "Can we run stereo?" And I was like, "You know what? Let's do it." Toxic, and he
Take
was
notes.
nice about it. He wasn't like, you know, there's a lot of keyboard players that are not very nice about it. And but thank you. Who's next?
Hey, so just to tag on to what we were just saying, it's really cool with these guys because everyone has such an individual flavor, like we're talking about. The way we improvise, it kind of shifts the paradigm because typically you'll see bands who have a solid rhythm section that does a thing, and then soloists kind of trade solos, and we do that too. But where it really gets fun is when we all kind of contribute to a living rhythm section, you know? So a lot of times when we're jamming and improvising, it kind of, the whole song structure moves and changes with it, and that's a really fun thing to do. I just want to make sure that's clear
Playing
when you
in the
see what we're
pocket.
doing. Yeah, totally. And
Just-
building a
just
pocket and moving a
building-
pocket.
It's a compilation of different rhythms, but strategically placed at the right
Yeah.
time, and that's just like creating the mood. I mean, it's just about creating mood, man, and then just branching off to a solo with that mood. And it's just creating scenes. That's what you're doing. You're creating scenes.
And I don't want to big his head any bigger than it already is. But to your point earlier, it's really cool being in a band with a drummer that takes part in that. We'll call it, not to be cheesy, but call it journey, right? Like we're moving and changing, improvising. He's
Yeah.
improvising with it, and the rhythm section builds dynamically with it. It's a really cool feeling. Anyway, so influences, right? For me, guitar influences are like. So I grew up on a lot of metal and like brutal death metal and stuff. So like
Dope.
guys like Chuck Schuldiner, guys like Trey Zachdoff from Morbid Angel, guys like death metal, right? Listen to a lot of death metal growing up. And these days, like from a jazz perspective and fusion perspective, guys like Alan Holdsworth, Frank Gambale, Wayne Krantz, these guys. And then one of my biggest influences besides like Jerry Garcia, I have a real big kind of hippie jam band background. But Trey Anastasio from Phish is one of my favorite guitarists. He's got
Awesome.
an incredible tone, and he plays melodically, which a lot of guitar players fail to be melodic. They speed run and shred, but it just doesn't have melody, and melody is important, you know? So I try to focus in that world, and hopefully that's evident when you hear me play, but we'll see. Anyway.
Awesome, man.
Yep.
Mr. Bassman.
Yeah, so as the token old guy in the band,
Wait, where are you from?
I'm originally from Maryland.
Okay,
I
cool.
moved here like 12
Cool
years
accent.
ago to take a job, in Houston. Yeah, you know, I was first influenced by the founding fathers of rock bass, guys like McCartney and Entwistle and Jack Bruce, and then from there I moved on to like the really kind of intense prog guys like Chris Squire of Yes, and then I discovered the jazz fusion and the great, you know, fusion masters, Stanley and Jocko and you know, Victor Wooten, Marcus
course.
Miller, all those guys.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I listen to them, but also I sort of also at the same time branched off into sort of a roots rock thing and discovered, you know, a lot of more pocket players. I I really love the New Orleans funk groups like the Meters and the more modern ones like Galactic, and just the grooves those guys generate are amazing. So and I love jazz. I've always been hugely influenced by jazz. I love jazz because it's kind of like the most democratic kind of music where everybody kind of gets the little bit of moment in the spotlight, and everybody really listens to each other. And there's that spontaneous element where everyone's listening and composing, at the same time.
Everyone needs the solo at the same time.
Hey, you know what I love about your playing too? Like whenever y'all do those unison runs, you're right there with them, and that's awesome, dude.
Thank you, sir. So that's my influences in a nutshell.
Awesome.
It's kind of a smattering of a lot of things.
Pretty dope. Well, welcome to the studio.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, man. Mr. Sax Man.
As far as influences go, I pull from a lot of different genres and instruments as well. So it's hard to say that I really enjoy certain players over others, or even styles for that matter. And I enjoy listening to basically everything and try and pull and pick different pieces out of all that to almost replicate
You
on
mean
saxophone
you're a musician?
to a point. Yeah, you could say that as a hobby. Yeah, I'm just a hobbyist.
Well, that's pretty cool, man. A lot of people, tend to be narrow-minded. tend to be lobbyists, narrow-minded, and just from all of y'all's playing and you're playing, it just shows that you pulled from different styles, and that you're not like you don't object to trying something new.
Right.
And that's pretty cool. And I sensed that. I felt it.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to see it.
You had your
I
eyes
just
closed.
I had my eyes closed the whole time. By the way, nice beard.
Oh, thanks. You too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have a
It's
long
nice.
beard, but then I got tired of it.
Yeah. I actually just started growing mine out again.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 o'clock shadow.
So tell us about what you're gonna play for us today. I know a lot of it is gonna be like super rocking jam sessions.
Yeah.
But anything in particular that we should listen for?
Well, to just kind of speaking to what everyone in our crew was sharing about as far as the different backgrounds, you're going to hear a little bit of everything, the Heights Funk Collective, and this should probably be like underlined and tattooed somewhere, but the Heights Funk Collective is really more than funk. It's fusion. It's you hear a little bit of everything. And so what we have lined up for our studio time that you were super gracious to
Oh, it's a
lend
pleasure
us,
to have y'all here, man.
tonight, you're going to hear a variety. So we got a couple of standards in the lineup. We got some original tunes, and who knows, maybe we'll have a surprise or something like that. Maybe we'll play it off the cuff, and if the mood strikes us, we'll add to the list. So.
Awesome, dude.
Just add that real quick. It's also worth noting, just to reiterate from earlier, each performance is fairly unique, and tonight's no real exception, right? So this is going to be something we've kind of never done. It's going to go in places we've never seen. Also, shout out to some other members of the collective who aren't here: Pat Wright, Scott Sofer, Mahogany Renee. We love y'all. Wish you were here with us. But so you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So this is we've performed instrumentally before. Tonight is a instrumental performance. Our wonderful, amazing, talented vocalist Mahogany Renee unfortunately can't be with us tonight, but that's okay. We're gonna.
It's on purpose to get a return visit.
Yeah. We have to come
course,
back now.
absolutely.
So, but we got some fun stuff lined up.
So tell our viewers where they can find you on social media.
Okay. If you have a phone, if you have a smartphone, do us a very big solid right now and keep watching. Right now, keep watching till the end. If you like what you see, we play shows pretty frequently, and we post all of our shows online on Instagram, Facebook. On Instagram, it is at Heights Funk, and on Facebook, you can find us at Heights Funk Collective. You'll see this really cool. I don't know if it's in any of the shots that might come up, but really cool.
Put up the logo, baby.
The logo, you'll
Just-
see it. There it is.
There, that's the logo right there.
So that's what you'll see on our social media. And so anyhow, yeah. So We post everything. We post funnies. We post photos from our hangouts. We, it's just random stuff, like. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty excited, guys.
We get a wild hair every now and then. And who knows?
And you know what the cool thing about my job, if you want to even consider this a job, because I'm just having fun. The beauty of what I do is that I heard like 2 songs during sound check, but then there's like a whole like other like surprises even for me as I'm mixing it, because we're mixing this live, guys. There is no doctoring it, and that's like a real treat. and that's like
he's kidding. It's not
and that's
live.
like a real treat for me, and I'm super excited. And so if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Your subscriptions help us to be able to do this, bring more live music to everybody, because this is really worldwide. Anybody can see this. But if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you share the event and give us a like. Make sure that the Heights Funk Collective, I got it. Make sure that their music is heard. And if you can find us on YouTube by Roger Ramirez Official. That's the easiest way to propagate it. If you're watching on Twitter, make sure you give us a lot of hearts. That's what happens, like a lot of hearts on Twitter. And retweet it. Thank you. Thank you for the producer over there. And we just like to spread music. We're doing this for a good cause. We're happy to do this. This is really exciting for me, and your support really helps us to keep doing this for a long time. All right, guys. So happy to have you out here. Let's do this. I'm kind of tired of talking. Enough is enough.
Yeah, let's talk more rock.
All right, guys. Yeah. So we're gonna take like a 3-minute break. These guys are gonna take their places. Oh, by the way, no. Sorry, my sponsor, Westone Audio. Thank you for the in-ears. Where everybody's using the in-ears. Thank you. They work great. Very crystal clear, and they're clear too, so you can kind of see through them. They hurt your ears? Oh, they don't hurt. See? Damn. All right, guys. Well, thank you, guys, and let's do this.
Cool.
Check 1 2. All right, guys, so we're turning everything on just because everything likes to be turned on. I'm just talking shit now. So let's make sure that everybody's mic is on. Make sure that everybody can hear each other. Make sure that everybody's having a good time. Guys, can y'all hear? I think they're still taking their spots.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me, Mr. Bass Player. So this is Roger. We're mixing this live. Super excited to be here, guys. Let's see. Keys. Make sure everything's good. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube. I can't speak for shit today. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Your support helps us to do this. So can all of y'all hear, guys? Make sure everybody's good. Mr. Saxy Man, you good? I see you. Nice beard, man. Mr. Guitar Player, you're good?
I think so.
No, you're good? Cool. So Noe, because you are going to be in charge of announcing the songs, or whoever wants to, uh, I think your microphone is on. If you'd like to speak, and I'll just go ahead and mute it, or if you want to just turn it off and be nice like that.
Oh, is the level good?
Yeah.
Level good. Can I get less of this one than?
Less of yourself,
Yes, sir.
your ear. All right. How about that?
Awesome.
Is that better?
Yeah.
And Roger, you can kill my mic in the guitar room.
Okay. Awesome. No speaking for you, sir.
I don't think so.
What about Mr. Saxman? You gonna speak?
Sure.
Cool.
Chime in with some treats.
Awesome.
So,
Hello. Actually, here, let me do something here. I'm gonna remove this microphone because I said I was going to. So it's that was not barbaric.
this is show business, everybody.
This is
what-
live, baby.
Behind the scenes.
Awesome.
What the music industry doesn't want you to know. What the big wigs at all the record companies try to hide. We are revealing tonight.
That's right, baby. So the stage is yours, buddy. I'm done talking.
All right. We're gonna begin with a fun standard, Herbie Hancock. This song is called Chameleon.
That's excellent, guys.
Thank you.
That sounds so damn good. Y'all are wrecking it. The Heights Funk Collective, guys. Dude, great key solo. Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Shout out to Yaniv. That's Yaniv on the
Yeah,
keys.
bro. Shit. There he is. There he is. Take a look at him. Look at that boy right there. Magic fingers. Man, I'm just going to shut up and listen to y'all guys.
All right. So, if we didn't scare you off, we will with this one. This next song is an original tune. It goes by the name of "He Don't Live Here Anymore."
Dudes, that was cold. Y'all are some bad motherfuckers. Excuse my French. Not trying to be too crude over here. just keeping it PG. That's right, man. Man, y'all are fucking dope, man. Sounds great, man. Sounds great. Bass player? Here, I'll turn the mic on.
My mom is still awake, man. Come on.
Sorry, mom. sorry, mom. Man, I'm like dancing over here, bro. I'm like over here dancing. Fucking.
I saw you dancing, bro. It was getting me excited for real.
Dude, you watching me dance was getting me excited.
On this episode of all right.
All right, I'll shut up.
All right, so okay. So this next tune, we got another original tune coming up. And this one goes by the name of Go. So that was Go.
Wow. Amazing, guys. I was trying to lock eyes with you, but it was a little more difficult during that song. That was intense, guys.
Thanks.
Want to give him an answer to that one?
Yeah, man. Don't do me like that, bro.
No, it's good we're not in the same room, man. I give you a big sweaty hug, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Well, you're working hard.
Take a little refresher.
Yeah, bro. What are you drinking over there, bro?
This is water.
Water, right?
Crawford Bach.
Awesome, man. They need to sponsor us. They need to send us
They didn't
some-
sponsor us. They should sponsor we.
That's right.
So this next tune, very special tune. Andrew Frimpong wrote it. He's an awesome man. We're going to play it. It's called The Answer. Roy Martinez on the guitar.
Wow. Jesus Christ. That was orgasmic. For a lack of a better word.
This is how I make money on the side, bro.
Just give,
You see the tip jar, bro. Come on.
just give fucking auditory orgasms over here. By the way, our friend Moon has been watching the whole time and he loves your music. He says, great job. He loves whatever one was playing whenever he said that. But thanks, Moon, for watching. You're great, bro.
So I want to give a special thank you to the studio, Ruben. It is my knowledge that this is actually the first time a band has ever been broadcast on the internet.
That's what
So this is we're part of making history tonight.
Huge. It is, bro. You're the first.
We're in the books now. So I pretty much tops anything we've ever done, actually.
Anyone else ever?
Yeah.
Anyone else ever?
Well, I
actually.
mean, what's next? Like playing on the moon? Has somebody done that yet?
What's about to happen?
I think it's gonna happen.
It's gonna be. Isn't that your Saturday gig?
Yeah.
Bro, this is great, man. Y'all are fucking amazing.
Thank you so much. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna actually we're gonna do a little rehearsal actually for the tune we're doing on the moon. It's we were gonna hold off. We're gonna premiere it on the moon, but you know you get a little sneak peek since we're making history tonight, right? Right YouTube.
That's right.
Right internet.
That's right, man.
All right. If you know the words to this song, you're welcome to sing along at home.
And type them in the box.
Type them in the box. Hit that liker.
Subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button.
Make sure you find the funks.
I'm shutting up now.
Yeah, me too.
That was 2001.
Dude, that was yeah, I was singing. I was like.
Yeah, you knew all the words. He knew all the words.
I did. It was hard to type them though. Dude, y'all are sounding freaking great, man. It's a pleasure to have you on the studio.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
So I think we might call a audible. What do you think? What do you got? Yeah. A little something, a little surprise.
That was a wower. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Super big thanks if you're watching live. That's really awesome. Hit that liker, subscribe. Heights Funk Collective. Also on Instagram, Facebook, at Heights Funk on Instagram, and Heights Funk Collective on Facebook. We post all of our shows. We play around the city all the time. It's a big party. People come out. If you're a
Dude.
music fan,
Yeah, bro. Freaking great.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's an honor. You know, last time I saw you at the bar, that was cool, but I have you here.
Under the microscope.
Other than
right?
the microscope, yeah,
Right.
bro. I mean, I could have like, pretty much a camera on each of y'all.
Yeah, you can see all the boogers in our noses, right? Tomorrow, if you're watching live, super cool. Tomorrow, Saturday, last Saturday of September. September 28th, we are performing live again, in person this time. So you don't have to clean off your computer screen. You
selling wipes.
Just JK, I'm talking to him actually in the monitor room. So we're hanging out tomorrow night. It's going to be super cool. Natsuo on North Main, just a couple blocks from University of Houston downtown campus. Main Street's happening. We're going to be performing 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. It's going to be awesome. Cocktails, drink specials. You know, you got us on stage. It's going to be super cool and awesome. So come out and have a good time. Bring your friends. If you like live music, you know, that's it. That's what we're doing, live music. So come out and hang out. It's going to be awesome. And we're friendly people. And come and say hi. So back to the program.
Awesome. Yeah.
Back
for
to the
sure.
program. We'll do, we got one more?
Yeah, dude.
Mess Around. Here's an original. Last song of the night. And with this, we say good night and goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys, for joining us in the studio. Guys, it's a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully, this isn't the only time that y'all come. Hopefully, there'll be plenty of more times. I can't wait to listen to your singer. I knew it was going to be awesome. Thank you very much, guys. So, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us by Roger Ramirez Official. Remember, we live stream concerts from here, and we want to keep doing this. This really helps make sure that we're able to support the local live music. All right, guys, this is Roger Ramirez. Thank you, and very much have a great night. The Heights Funk Collective.